I dah start record and let's watch the video ya. And then let me know kalau tak dengar ke apa.
In this experiment, you want to standardize the hydrochloric acid solution, and number 2, you want to determine the molar mass of an alkaline earth metal. Now this titration method is known what we call as the back titration method. Now make sure that your metal is clean, there is no black residue on your metal. Please cut your metal in a beaker so that it does not fly away.
So okay, that's the general idea where kita basically do titration lah. And kalau you guys tengok, okay, thank you. So that's the general idea. So kalau you tengok, we can determine the molar mass of the metal by kita dilutekan dia dalam HCl. So let me show you the lab manual and pre-labs. So we have here. So I think you guys will be able to see this. So what we are doing now is we are determining the molar mass of a metal. So we use back titration method. General idea here is when kita letak the metal, kita letak dalam hydrochloric acid, the hydrochloric acid dia akan dissolvekan the metal and dia akan dapat metal chloride. Okay, so kita titratekan NaOH. Okay, kita masukkan NaOH dalam HCl ni and kita tengok yang mana yang kalau berapa banyak NaOH yang kita guna untuk hilangkan, untuk neutralize HCl ni. Maksudnya kita tolak lah daripada the initial mass molar of HCl, kita akan dapat tahu dia punya molar mass of MCl2. Okay, so that is the back titration. So kalau you guys tengok, kita ada dua step. Kita ada procedure of standardizing HCl solution and also determining the molar mass of the material. So kalau boleh cari yang back titration ke apa semua ni, refer to a trusted source and don't copy paste. Okay, don't copy paste. Try to faham and write it in your own words. Okay, so kita ada dua steps. First is kita standardize the HCl. So the first thing is you letak HCl here. Okay. The first thing yang you buat is this standardization of HCl. So you titrate HCl dengan NaOH. So you isikan NaOH dalam burette, you titrate ke HCl, you akan dapat dia punya volume of NaOH, and then you using MAVA over MBVB, okay, using dia punya stoichiometric coefficient, and you can find, so contohlah this one is NaOH, this one is HCl, so you have the you want to find the molarity of HCl. You tahu dia punya volume sebab kita guna 250 ml, and then you tahu dia punya molarity of NaOH, dia dah bagi 0.1 mole of NaOH, so 0.1, and then the volume kita dapat daripada titration, berapa banyak kita guna untuk from phenolphthalein tukar daripada colourless kepada pink, right? So, and then this one is the stoichiometric coefficient lah from the balance equation. Check this equation whether it's balanced or not. So then, for the first step, which is standardization of hydrochloric acid, you akan dapat cari the molarity of HCl. So, you dapatlah berapa mole. Okay. So, kalau NaOH fully react with hydrochloric acid, you akan dapat berapa banyak mole. So, daripada mole, macam mana nak cari daripada molarity, macam mana nak cari ke mole? Moles, macam mana? Okay, tolong bagi tahu saya macam mana nak cari. Boleh cakap? Cakap pun tak apa. Berapa, macam mana nak cari, apa formula dia? Apakah formula dia?
Molarity times volume.
Yes. And then dia divide dengan moles. Okay, moles of HCl, kalau daripada molarity, kita boleh dapat molarity times dia punya volume over 1000. Okay, just remember over 1000 only kalau volume dalam mililiter. Kalau volume dia dalam liter, you dah tak payah bagi dengan 1000. So you dapat the moles of HCl, the total mole of HCl. So HCl yang you guna ni, the total dia berapa you dah tahu. Okay. And now for the second part, okay, the determination of molar mass of a metal. Okay, this is where kita buat the back titration. Okay, so sekejap okay, this one okay, sorry, is a bit messy. Okay, go. So this is yang kita buat tu lah. So kita masukkan kita larutkan the metal, the unknown metal dengan HCl. Okay, bersyukur. Okay, be grateful that you punya formula dah diberi. Okay, so dia dah beri kat atas ni. Mana pergi? So the metals react with HCl, dapat metal chloride dengan hydrogen gas. So, and then dia also dah tolong dah balancekan kat you. So, maksudnya bila metal ni kita dah larutkan dengan hydrochloric acid, kita akan dapat this lah. Kita dapat this formula. So, apa yang kita buat sekarang, kita akan titratekan sodium hydroxide masuk ke dalam this solution. Kita masukkan dalam this solution sampai dia tukar pink. Okay. The amount, the amount NaOH, okay, use, okay, is equivalent to the amount needed to neutralize the unreacted HCl. Okay, apa maksudnya? Maksudnya, bila kita masukkan the metal dalam HCl, tak semua HCl react dengan metal. Obviously ada lebih lah kan. So maksudnya this is excess lah. So ada yang lebih. So macam mana kita nak cari the molar mass of metal? Okay, is by using back titration. So the process of back titration is you titrate untuk tengok berapa banyak NaOH yang diperlukan untuk neutralize HCl yang tak react dengan metal. So unreacted HCl akan still remain HCl lah. Kalau dia react, dia dah jadi metal chloride. So kalau metal chloride kena dengan NaOH, tak jadi apa-apa. NaOH tak boleh nak ubah metal chloride ni. So kita only tengok berapa yang tinggal. Okay, so dari step pertama tadi, step pertama kita dah dapat tahu the total amount of NaHCl. Okay, okay, so kita dah tahu the total amount of NaHCl, and then now kita also using MaVa over MaVb, A dengan B. Sekejap A besar, B besar. But now kita guna this equation. So kita guna this equation. So kita tengok berapa banyak the volume. Kita still guna the normal equation, tapi kita tengok berapa volume of HCl yang kita dapat daripada second titration. Okay, from the volume kita boleh cari molarity. Molarity kita still guna this ni lah, yang formula, this formula, same formula. Okay, so from this you boleh dapat the molarity of unreacted HCl. So you dapat the molarity of unreacted HCl, and then from the molarity, step yang sama, from the molarity you cari moles. So moles is equivalent to mv over 1000. Okay, so now you are comparing the total mole of HCl tolak dengan the moles of unreacted HCl. Okay, so bila you dah dapat the moles HCl total, okay, total minus mole of HCl unreacted. Okay, maksudnya you boleh dapat tak the moles of HCl dekat sini, which is yang react dengan metal. Sekejap ya, bising kotor-kotor sikit. So nak color, saya nak color ni lah. Okay, so daripada sini, okay, you boleh dapat the number of moles yang HCl react dengan metal. So bila you dapat dia punya mole, kan, you dapat dia punya moles, and then you boleh tak guna stoichiometric coefficient untuk stoichiometric comparison untuk cari the molar mass of chlorine, of metals. Sebab kalau you tengok sini, chlorine kita dah tahu dia punya molar mass 35.5 kan? Betul tak? Ya, saya pun tak sure. Okay, let's see the molar mass. Okay, siapa yang tak tahu lagi mana nak cari molar mass, dekat tutorial ada. Okay, tengok mana chlorine 35.5 relative atomic mass. So you dah tahu. Okay, so daripada mole you boleh cari molar mass, kan? Sebab molar mass is how many grams untuk 1 mole. Okay, so faham back titration. Back titration, instead of kita tengok berapa banyak react, kita tengok how many of unreacted HCl. HCl yang tertinggal daripada this main equation. Okay. So anyone have any questions so far? This. Okay. So back titration, find dia punya definition. Try to make it in your own words. And this, and this you dah boleh jumpa dalam lab manual. Kalau salah juga, tak tahu lah. And then explain briefly how to determine the molar mass of unknown metal using back titration. I dah explain tadi. And the exercise that you have a 0.273 grams of unknown metals. Oxidation number 2 completely react with this amount of HCl and remaining solution of 4.15 mils of NaOH to reach the end point. It's the same thing yang kita akan buat dalam eksperimen. Cuma, okay, sekejap ya, file new. Okay, so now apa yang kita buat is, mana molar mass tadi? Sini. Okay. So, apa yang dia buat? This question dia cakap Y, dia ada oxidation number of plus 2. Okay. So, kalau lah Y solid react with HCl, okay. If you remember, Cl dia punya oxidation is minus 1. Okay. Sebab dia adalah group 17. Kita akan belajar on chapter 3. So, it will produce, okay, kalau you guys remember dulu, dah tak silang, is YCl2. Okay. And also hydrogen gas. So, you buatlah and cari the number of mole HCl reacted with NaOH. And then, so this one is sama macam tadi, is the first step is the standardization. Standardization. I don't know whether I spell this right or not, but you get what I meant. The first, you find the total mole of HCl dulu. So NHCl total. Okay. So number 2, the number of HCl reacted with Y. So number 2 is from the titration. Number 2 kita dapat from titration. Okay, we dapat titration is by NHCl total minus dengan NHCl yang reacted with NaOH. Okay, sebab dalam bakul tu we have HCl lah. We have HCl. Some of the HCl react with Y metal to create YCl2, but some reacted with NaOH to create NaCl. Okay, boleh. So, kalau you dapat untuk you dah titrate, you dapat tahu pasal NaCl, and then you tolak lah from the total, you dapat untuk reacted with Y. So, and then you boleh dapat, since you dah dapat number of mole of HCl reacted with Y, using this equation, you dah dapat form number 2 kan. Form number 2 you dapat dia punya moles. Okay. Jangan lupa balance balance dulu baru buat stoichiometric comparison. Okay, you balance the equation, you dah tahu mole ini. So you boleh tak cari number of molar mass of Y. You boleh nak cari kat sini boleh, nak cari kat sini boleh. Okay, first dia minta number of mole dulu lah kan. So cari mole ini. Terlebih pula. Cari moles and then you boleh cari molar mass. Okay, is everything clear so far? Clear ke? Okay ke? That is the general idea of back titration. So buat dulu pre-lab macam biasa. Buat pre-lab, you have 1 week untuk due date, which is Monday next week untuk pre-lab. Okay. And saya tak present ke tadi?
Ada.
Sir.
Ada ke? Oh ada. Okay, go. Saya tengok tak ada ni. Okay, tuak saya. Okay, so everything clear so far? Okay, today that's it. I cerita dekat you pasal back titration. Jom masuk ke dalam Discord untuk ambil kedatangan, and then that's it for our class today. Okay, so let's masuk Discord. See you in Discord. Okay. Alright. So tolong macam biasa, the class representative tolong ambil kedatangan.